Hey everyone, so I'm going to do an August favourites for you. So these are the products that I have been using pretty much religiously over the last month. So first of all, skincare. This is a brand that my friend Sharon, some of you might know her, Sharon Makeup Artist here on YouTube, turned me on to, and it's Botanics, which is a Boots own brand. So that's the logo there. Like, it's generally full of antioxidants and natural products, and you know, it doesn't really have alcohol or anything like that in it, so it's quite good for the skin. But this here is the skin brightening cleanser, and it's for all skin types, and this comes with a pump action bottle, which first of all I absolutely love, but this one actually brightens. It has a little bit of AHAs in it, so it kind of works by taking away any of the dead skin cells as well as cleansing your skin, and it contains sweet maple, bilberry and sweet cane, so it's just a really nice product. I always favour these kind of milky cream cleansers for removing my makeup rather than using like water needed wash off cleansers. Another product that I am in love with from the same brand, and this is the Soothing Eye Makeup Remover. Iceland Moss hydrates and soothes. So this is one of those dual phase ones that needs to be shaken to activate, and then the water and the oil mix, and you apply a little bit onto like a cotton disc, soak it over the eye for a couple of seconds and take it off, and this is such a good cleanser. I mean, the price of these guys are very fair. They're definitely in the lower range price wise, but highly effective. I'm now using this above my well above my baby oil. Like, it'd be definitely on par with like the MAC one or the Lancome ones, but the prices don't even compare. I mean, this is only a few euros, so this is one I'd highly recommend. It removes even the most stubborn like waterproof makeup, so I really like this very much. And then it was a 3 for 2 I think when I was in Boots, which is really good for a lot of those particularly own brands, like the own Boots brands. They do that a lot. And this is the conditioning clay mask. Again, we're talking only a few euros for this as well, and it's just one of those clay masks that draws out imperfections, and this one also conditions the skin as well as cleans it out. So I really love this. I've been using this about once a week, sorry, and I find my skin just feels amazing afterwards, and it's kind of fun doing a clay mask anyhow. So I think the main ingredient in this one is burdock, and that says contains both antioxidant and antimicrobial properties that can work to purify and clean the skin. So really love this, and I find that it has been benefiting my skin from what I can tell. Then going on to makeup, two foundations that I've been really loving are the Vichy Derma Blend, and this is in the 15 Opal. Now this is a tad too beige for my skin tone, or maybe yeah, a little bit, say, pinky beige for my liking, but what I have to do is just bring it down, you know, blend it down onto my neck and then blend it in, then it's fine. It's not ridiculously dark, it's just slightly different tone, but the texture of it and the formula of it makes up for that hands down, as well as the price, because these only cost in and around the 20 euros. So Vichy are a very affordable brand here in Ireland if you do like your higher end stuff, but for, you know, a slightly nicer price tag. So this is the Derma Blend. This is kind of flying around YouTube like wildfire anyhow, in popularity, so I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this before, but that's that guy there. And then the Revlon Colour Stay is something that I just rediscovered recently. I tend to be slightly paler during the winter, and I've never been one to get too much colour during the summer because I wear a lot of SPF, but I've definitely, my skin tone has, I wouldn't say warmed, I'm not like more red or anything like that, but it's deepened, I'd say, by half a shade, if even. But this is just seems, when I wore this, tried this on, this is colour Buff, when I tried this on even 6 months ago around Christmas time, it was that little bit too dark, especially compared to my neck, because if I go for anything that's not light enough on my face being darker naturally than my neck, then it'll really show up in contrast to my neck. But this is a perfect shade pretty much more or less for me now, and I'm really enjoying the long lasting property of it. Like, it just lasts all down my skin. And what I try to do as much as possible lately is go, if I can at all possible, go without using powder, because my skin, it's a little bit more congested than usual, and I'm trying not to put as many layers on as possible. But when I use this over a mattifying primer just by itself, I find it lasts, and I'm not like a shiny mess like I often would be if I didn't powder with other foundations. So definite thumbs up from me for that at the moment. Now, it is obviously a more heavy, hardcore, you know, thick foundation, so you need to be careful when applying it and don't go overboard, and you know, just blend it really well into the skin and buff it in. Then powder wise, this is the setting powder that actually would go hand in hand with the Dermablend foundation, or with like the Dermablend concealer, and this is the Vichy Dermablend powder. Now, this is one of those invisible powders, just like say the MAC Prep and Prime one. They're just white, they disappear into the skin. I absolutely adore this in that it, when used in conjunction with the makeup, the Vichy one, so this is only if you really need something very like industrial strength, say for to work against like humidity and sweating, or even for like wearing for photo shoots that may require water. This makes that waterproof. And it says here, reinforces the hold of corrective foundation for 16 hours, withstands perspiration, bathing and rubbing, hypoallergenic, and it really does a very good job at lasting against any kind of aggressors, or even just like, you literally could rub it and it doesn't transfer hardly anything from once it's set in. Now you have to kind of leave it set for a couple of minutes. But this is very good for that. Now again, it's not something you'd use hand in hand with each other on a daily basis, because it probably would be a bit too much. But this would be really good, obviously used with the concealer or with your Dermablend foundation for tattoo coverage or stuff like that. So it's definitely something handy to have in your kit. Then brushes wise, I probably have shown this before. This is my MAC 131 brush. It's a duo fibre one. Now, it was limited edition. But it's one of my most used brushes, particularly in work when I'm using powder products, so like all over powder or blusher or even contour, because the tip of the brush, you know, when used that way, it fits really well underneath your cheekbones, so you can get really what's the word I'm looking for? You can get controlled application with this brush, and I find that it doesn't apply too much too soon because it's quite fine, and I really love this. Now obviously, because it was limited edition, there is a dupe that I absolutely love as well, and this is the Sigma F15. So you can get this from Sigma Makeup, or you can get it, I think lovemakeup.co.uk do it. This one is practically the exact same. This one's clean obviously, but it does the exact same job as the MAC one, so this is something I'd highly recommend. And of course the Sigma one's going to be that bit cheaper than the MAC one, so this is one that I really recommend and that I absolutely adore. And then for the last few bits, this is another MAC product, but this is a Pro product, so I will apologise, it's not the easiest product to get a hold of unless you can get your hands, or you can get to a Pro store, which I know they aren't everywhere. But if you have maybe a friend who's a professional makeup artist, they could maybe order it for you. But it's one of the acrylic paints, and it's that's the box it comes in. So these come in loads of different colours. If you go into the MAC website and into the Pro section, there's a little section there that shows you all about the different acrylic paints. But the reason I love this is because it works so well as eyeliner. Now acrylic being water based, it mightn't have the same staying power as maybe your fluid liner, some of those, but as long as you're not anywhere wet and you're not particularly rubbing your eyes, this still lasts really well. It's not like that I found that it smudged a huge amount. by itself. It's just that it wouldn't necessarily be water resistant or sweat resistant. But this is just a really, really nice product. Now, it being, you know, a paint, you do have to shake it and give maybe a little bit of a stir because the liquid can separate a teeny bit from the pigment. But this is something I'd say if you can get your hands on, grab it. And especially if you're into like body painting or anything like that, these would be amazing to have. Then finally, 2 lip products. I have the Sleek Pout Paints. I did a video on these just there recently, so I'll link to that below, but I've been using and loving these loads recently. These are only $4.99 from Sleek, or you can go to Superdrug as well and you can get these. I think in the UK they were doing a 3 for 2 offer in Superdrug, so you could check that out. But these are brilliant. And then finally, this is a lip conditioner that I got from Sleek as well, and this is from the new Nude collection, which is their autumn collection, and it's the Pout Polish in Bare Minimum number 963. This is right up my alley. They had sent me another Pout Polish before from a previous collection that was like a really intense tangerine colour, which I did like, but the colour didn't necessarily suit me very well, so I've since given that to my sister. But this is one I've been using pretty much on a daily basis when I'm going for kind of naturally looks, and I'm wearing it today as well for this look. This is a beautiful product as well. I'm not sure the price, I'll tell you now actually. The Pout Polish is $4.29, so that's in English pounds, but it's a really fair price for the amount you get. You get 10 grams, so you get a load of product, and it's just a really nice kind of peachy nudie peachy pink nudie product, just like that. So this has an SPF of 15 in it as well, which is brilliant for lips so that you don't get any sun damage on them. But yeah, they're my August favourites. I'm not sure if I'll be doing this on a monthly basis. I kind of just do it when I do have new products to show you, which isn't always necessarily on a monthly basis. But in the meantime, thanks a million for watching, guys. I'll chat to you all really soon, and slán. Bye.